Today on this episode of the Movie Podcast, we're going to be talking about Resident Evil movie reboot. It's in the works with our favorite characters. Also, Spider-Man 3 photo sets indicate filming will begin this month. Also, guys, we're going to be talking about Jamie Foxx teases Spider-Man 3 role and much more. Stay tuned, guys, on this episode of the Miami Geeks. Yo, welcome back to a brand new episode of the Miami Geeks Weekly Movie Updates, brought to you by DigitalCrackNetwork.com. I'm your host, Punisher305, and with me as always, Uncle Willie.
Oh, you know what?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to make good on the promise I made earlier. I'm going to be nice. I'm going to be totally pleasant as you introduce our sponsors.
Oh my God, you're going to be nice?
Yes, I am.
You sure about that?
We're right ahead, sir.
Wow. Okay. Well, thank you, sir. Guys, this segment is brought to you by D2D. Use promo code MIAGeeks10 to save 10% on your next purchase order. That's MIAGEEKS10. All in caps, description down below. Copy the promo code, click on the link, put it in your shopping cart, and bam, that's 10% saved. Guys, also in the description down below, we also have timestamps, which is going to include a lot of the things we're going to be talking about. So if you want to listen to the full podcast, that's awesome. But if you want to listen to different parts of the story, we have those timestamps there, which you can just click on and check out the news we're talking about there. Guys, also make sure to hit like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification button just to know when we come up with this amazing news, which is 3 times a week. We have 2 gaming podcasts and 1 movie podcast. Now, let's get started.
Right now that's done.
Yes.
2020 has been a fucking shit show, hasn't it?
Fuck, that would have been a perfect segue. But yes, you're right.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to save it. The good people at D2D deserve something better. But I'm just saying, I wouldn't be surprised if on December 31st, we found out that Demi Moore was having a baby, and if the baby dies, it's the 7th sign.
Oh my God, Jesus!
That's the 6th sign. It's the 6th sign. But
no, you're adding one just because it's 2020. You add one.
Is this 2020? Trump has to be one of them.
Oh God, Jesus!
I fucking said it.
Yes, you did. But it's hilarious though, and damn it, that would have been a great segue. Shit.
No.
It would have been great.
No.
I'm sorry, it would have been great.
You leave them out of this.
I'm leaving them out for now, but that would have been a great segue.
They're wonderful people, I'm sure. And
they are.
They
They're
don't
awesome.
deserve this. I haven't met them yet.
Oh, you will soon. You're going to love them, man. They're awesome people. Especially Spider, fucking Zap. Oh, awesome.
I like awesome people.
You'll love it. But enough about how awesome they are. Let's talk about what's going on today in the movie news, Willie, which we have chock full of things we're going to talk about. And especially, this is going to be actually a Marvel-based podcast today because everything is Marvel-related.
Not entirely, but there's a lot of Marvel Universe, MCU stuff coming out that I just want to talk about.
Well, let's get started with this part right here, which is kind of intriguing. Every Marvel movie, Doctor Strange 2 can make an MCU canon with. Willie, do you have any idea about that part? Because that to me is just bonkers, just knowing that right there.
Let's start by moving away from the MCU and over to DC.
Okay.
Because DC did this.
Oh, okay.
At the end of the Crisis on Infinite Earths miniseries on the Arrowverse shows on the CW, they basically tied up all DC movies that have ever existed and TV shows that have ever existed into one multiverse. Which means that, yes, the DCEU is canon. Yes, the original Superman and the original Wonder Woman and the original Batman, they're canon too. They're in their own different universes. Cool idea for us comic geeks. Yes, I'm one of them. But it's been teased for a bit that Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness is going to do something similar. Now, we'll have news on something of that to that effect coming up later, but Screen Rant did a little write-up where they talked about all the movies that can potentially be in canon, or at least that Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness can make canon.
I see.
And it makes for an interesting read. I think it's pretty interesting. It doesn't touch on everything, but it touches on the biggest beats. One of them is kind of confusing, but I'll get into details after I get your thoughts on this.
I think it's going to be intense. I mean, if we're going to be bringing up things like this, it's going to be a lot to handle if we're going to be real about this, because it looks like they're going to bring in everything. Like, they're going to throw in everything at us. And if it comes true, though, because first of all, they're going to talk about the original X-Men and Wolverine films. Then they're going to try to throw us the X-Men First Class reboot films as well. And then we have Deadpool. Then we have Sam Raimi's Spider-Man trilogy. And then the Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2. We have it's just a huge smorgasbord of things that they're going to throw to us, which I'm not even sure how to comprehend all this. I don't.
Well, the first thing that comes up is the confusing part, which is the X-Men reboot universe essentially wrote off the tail end of the original X-Men trilogy. So X-Men 3 and Wolverine never happened. Or Wolverine Origins, at least.
Wolverine Origins,
So are they saying that now, well, yeah, that was part of the multiverse all along. It's just that the things that happened in Days of Future Past just rewrote things. But that universe still exists. Because remember that in the MCU, they're not going with the whole thing of change the past and change the future. They were talking about diverging timelines.
Okay.
So are they going to do that? Would they do that if they're going to bring... Because they have to bring the X-Men in. I keep saying this. I'm dying to see how they bring the X-Men in. The X-Men are my favorite part of Marvel, and I want to see how they do this.
I agree. I agree totally with you. My thing is, God, I just don't know who they're going to choose as the Wolverine. Because without Hugh Jackman, it's still kind of like, I wonder who can play him. Like, I mean, there's a lot of actors there, are really good actors, which I'm sure they can do it, but it's still kind of like, man, I'm kind of used to Hugh Jackman. I'm still kind of used to him a lot in these movies. What are your thoughts?
I saw something that said one of the Hemsworth brothers wanted to be Wolverine. A lot of people, there's a lot of names being thrown around for who Wolverine is going to be, and I may agree with some and I may not agree with others. All I know is that if I'm going to have faith in anybody in this cynical world, it's going to be in Kevin Feige.
Yeah. I totally agree with you on that.
I can't say much about anything else, but anybody, as far as a shared universe with characters that make sense, so far the only one that has proven to have a consistent track record is Mr. Feige. So I leave that to him.
Yeah. I'm just going to see what happens when they introduce WandaVision soon, because I can't wait. So when they introduce that, we're going to probably get a little more detail and maybe a little more information on maybe this speculation that we're seeing right now. But my thoughts will be mostly for the viewers that are listening to us right now. What are your thoughts, and what do you think is going to happen? Do you think we're going to get this big old, just crossover of all these old, like these different movies coming into our universe, or they're just going to kind of like see it like, oh, look, there's that movie over there and there's the other movie over there, and not bring them in, kind of like how can I say it? Like an image, shall we say, like an image clip of the movie, and they go, oh, look, that's that part of the universe, is this universe right here. But then again, I don't know. What do you guys think? Because there's something that's connected to this, which I'm going to talk about right now. And Willie, again, this is something that it's still up there in my head, like rattling right now. Like, there's so much going on. It's going there. Yeah.
Before going further.
Yes.
I'm not entirely upset with the idea of Keanu Reeves being Wolverine.
You know what? I'm not upset at that either.
I mean, Keanu Reeves he can be Canadian, right?
I mean, he can. He did play Canadian in freaking Toy Story.
There you go.
So he can be
Is
Canadian.
Is Keanu Canadian? I know he has Asian. I know he has Asian lineage.
Well, yeah, he
but
has Asian and vampire because that man never ages. So he's Canadian.
The man grew up in Toronto. That's it.
That's
Keanu
it.
Reeves is Wolverine.
I want him as Wolverine.
There you go. Keanu Reeves is officially the Knucklehead.
Yes. I second that. I'm okay with that. But being him, that he's going to be Wolverine, can we talk about Jamie Foxx teasing about Spider-Man 3? Because I'm still puzzled the fact that I heard that he died. I never really saw the whole movie or even part of the movie of The Amazing Spider-Man 2. And he's already teasing about being this next Spider-Man already. And it's not even more of a tease. It looks like it's happening, which I'm like shooken up about this. Willie, the thoughts about Jamie Foxx returning as Electro for Spider-Man 3, it's still up there. What are your thoughts about that? Because look, Jamie Foxx is a cool actor. He's a really good actor in certain roles. I didn't really dig him that much when I saw him a little bit in The Amazing Spider-Man 2. But, you learn from your lesson, and I know you get better during time. What are your thoughts about him returning to the MCU now to be Spider-Man 3 new villain?
First, I'm going to say this.
Yes.
Marvel, the MCU, now has a convenient out for anything. The multiverse.
Okay.
Oh, that's okay. Yeah. He died in this timeline, but he came from this other timeline.
So you think he's going to be a multiverse?
Why
he's
not?
Going to be from a multiverse.
Why not? The MCU seems to be going into this multiverse thing head first.
Mm-hmm.
One thing we haven't talked about yet is the fact that Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire are rumored to be in talks to be in Spider-Man 3.
Again, it's amazing. That thought right there is, I'm like, what?
and it leads into the now deleted Twitter post that Jamie Foxx posted, where it shows 3 Spider-Men looking up at the sky at a huge cloud with lightning bolts coming down and Electro's eyes.
Yes.
And Jamie Foxx himself saying that he can't wait to be a part of it, and that he's not going to be the same Electro that was in Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Interesting. Because now I'm more curious now what's it going to be like. Because if he's not going to be the same Electro from the movie, so he's going to portray something else different. But now, being something different, why do we have the 3 Spider-Men here now? We have, of course, our guy, and now we have Tobey Maguire and this kid. I forgot his name always.
You talking about Tom Holland?
No, not Tom Holland.
Tobey Maguire.
Garfield. Andrew Garfield. There you go. Sorry, I just had a brain for it. And just the fact that we see that in that image, but even though in that image, I'm still saying, why is the 3rd Spider-Man looking kind of cartoony? Because he has a little, the spider senses going through his head, like in the cartoon, in the Spider-Verse, which I'm still kind of like, why does he have that cartoon going on, and why does he kind of resemble just a smidge of Miles Morales? Even though I could probably be wrong, dead wrong, actually, but still, like, you think you can clarify my mind a little bit with this one, Willie?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, it could be a bunch of things. The Spider-Verse is an insane thing to begin with.
Yeah. And
the thought of having Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire alongside Tom Holland tickles me pink. I gotta be honest with you. I wasn't that much of a fan of Andrew Garfield, but I thought Tobey Maguire was a great Peter Parker and pretty good Spider-Man.
I agree. Yeah, you're right.
And I love the thought of an older, Tobey Maguire Spider-Man and a somewhat more seasoned Andrew Garfield Spider-Man getting together with Tom Holland and just like, you know what? Yeah, we know what it takes. Let's do this.
Oh, God.
Although, I want somebody to come in dressed as Spider-Noir, and I don't care if it's a body double, but it has to be voiced by Nicolas Cage.
I don't care. Let Nicolas Cage be in it. Please, for God, let him be in it. I want him to get the Rubik's Cube and play with it.
I mean, he was in Kick-Ass.
He was awesome.
And,
he was awesome.
He could be... listen, Nicolas Cage in Spider-Man 3. And can we get Spider-Ham 2?
I mean, that's kind of like shooting a little high, because the pig will be different. I mean, anybody can get Nicolas Cage, right?
Now, I will say that this is true. Amanda has done quite a few. Please just scroll on screen. A couple of the more than questionable choices that Nicolas Cage has made in his recent career. The man is still working pretty hard, but I bet you've never seen any of these movies.
They're pretty questionable, I have to say.
They're more than questionable. Yeah. Although, to be honest, what I'm seeing being mentioned is that Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire will show up as Spider-Man, but either towards the end of the movie or in an end credit screen. So this is not going to be let's team up and beat a big menace type of thing.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be interesting. I'm all down for this. And especially the fact that we're going to be talking about Spider-Man 3 now. It's going to start filming next month. Right?
No,
next month.
Next week.
No, oh my God, that's next week, guys, that's it. Next week, Spider-Man 3 is going to begin filming. That's it. So we're going to be seeing who knows what during what's left of this year and the beginning of next one. So I pray that we get to see a little more so we can understand what's going on. But I have a feeling we're going to get more of an understanding during WandaVision and freaking, what's his face? Doctor Strange 2. Yeah, which right there for a fact, we're going to understand everything that's going to happen. And might be even more excited. Hopefully, yeah. But how well do you know Marvel movies, Willie?
I mean, the movies, I've seen them all.
Okay, how about the Sinister Six for Spider-Man?
Oh, that's been teased forever.
I know it have, but the MCU is finally getting closer to bringing the Sinister Six together, which I am a little worried about because it's going to be part of Marvel's Phase 4 for Spider-Man Homecoming Part 3, if you want to call it like that. And they already have names, which is going to be part of the Sinister Six, which is going to include Vulture, Tinkerer, Shocker, Scorpion, Mysterio, which I'm still speculating how the hell did he die, or if he had some sort of body double out there for him to die, or he's going to be a super strong hologram. Still don't know. And Electro.
Now, hold on a second.
Yes, sir.
It hasn't been announced that they're going to be the Sinister Six.
Well, it's still a speculation.
Speculation based on the villains that have appeared so far in Spider-Man movies. At least for the MCU Spider-Man movies. That being said, of the six that you mentioned, the Tinkerer has not been in a Sinister Six team, and it would suck to have a Sinister Six without some of the big names. Okay, Scorpion, Mysterio, Electro, Vulture, yes, those are big ones. But in my opinion, you need to have Dr. Octopus, and you absolutely need to have Kraven the Hunter. And Sony has said that they're working on making a Kraven the Hunter movie, which I feel needs to be done.
I agree. I totally agree. But if they're talking about this with Sony, and I know for a fact this part is going to be kind of a far stretch thing, what do you think about Venom?
Venom, the way that Sony has introduced Venom, I don't see him as a pure villain. They're leaning into the whole anti-hero thing that he became.
Okay. But I'm saying, do you think that he might show up within the movie?
He may. I don't know how they're going to do it because maybe the Marvel doesn't have much interest in introducing Venom. Spider-Man, yes, because Spider-Man is arguably one of the most popular superheroes in superhero-dom. So yes, Marvel wants to have him in there. Venom is very popular too, but now you're talking about Marvel's essentially publicizing multiple Sony characters. They're not getting full benefit from this. Of course, this is Disney we're talking about. They can just buy Sony.
Yeah, literally, like with the chump change they have in their pocket. Like, oh, here you go.
Outside of the Spider-Verse stuff, what does Sony have to go? What does it have going for it? What, the Minions?
I mean,
Is
that's
Minions
technically
a Sony
it.
thing?
I think it is a Sony thing because, well, it's Illumination, so I think it might be.
Quick fact check.
Check. It is.
Because
I think
have
it
to
is
know these things.
because they also have, I think, the rights to Hotel Transylvania, which they're gonna make another movie about it.
No, I'm wrong. It's Universal.
Oh, really?
So okay, outside of the Spider-Verse, what does Sony have?
Nothing.
Pretty sure right now that Disney can go and buy Sony for $2 and a biscuit.
Yeah, they can.
And
it could be half. It could be a half-eaten biscuit.
The biscuit doesn't even have to be fresh
at all. It could just have a little bit of butter on the side. And that's it.
So yeah, I mean, well, obviously I'm spectating, and it will be a horrible thing if Disney buys Sony because they already have Fox. They might as well just change their name to the Borg. But yes, we know that Sony wants to build up to a Sinister Six, and technically they have enough villains now to field a Sinister Six. And yes, Mysterio's alive. I can think of maybe 2 times when Mysterio told the truth in Far From Home.
Maybe his name, and that's it.
You know what? He calls himself Mysterio. For all we know, his name could be Bart. I wouldn't trust that man to give me a $1 bill, even if he put the dollar bill in my hand.
No. Even if he traded it with somebody, hey, can I get a dollar bill?
It might be Canadian money.
Oh God, it ain't worth it, huh?
Don't talk about that way. Canada is a fabulous place, and Canadian rupees are wonderful.
The rupees?
Canadian rupees, yes.
No, it's okay. I'm fine. I'll take my dollar back.
Not as strong as American Liberty dollars, but it's cute. It's cute. It has colors.
It's nice. It's all pretty and colorful. You could just go here. I'll give you 2 reds for a blue.
The Canadian currency is called the loonie.
The loonie?
The loonie.
It is kind of nuts.
So if you sing a song about it, it's technically a Looney Tune.
Wow, Willy, wow, bro, really?
I didn't go very far for that one.
I know you didn't. That's why I'm like, wow, really, Willy?
Look, these are the jokes, man. Accept them.
I'm just gonna accept them because it's hilarious. But still, look, we're gonna talk. We already have the Sinister Six going on, and that's if we're gonna get it, which we are. I just don't know when.
Sony's gonna do it.
They're gonna make it happen, but we're gonna see when. And I do hope that they bring in Raven and squeeze in somehow freaking Venom somewhere in there, and maybe Doc Ock, because we need Doc Ock.
Doc Ock has to be there.
He needs to be in there. But another thing that struck interest in me, and it's about an upcoming film from Marvel. Thor 3. Natalie Portman confirms major Love and Thunder plot details, which it includes that Portman returns to the MCU and announced of a sequel to the Ragnarok movie, confirmed that Foster will indeed become Thor. And I'm just there like, how will she become Thor? Because you have to be worthy of the hammer, of course. But it looks like it's going to kick off with her having cancer. And she picks up the hammer, and all suddenly she gets the power of Thor, which cures her from cancer. But now my question is, from what we talked about earlier, will that be a temporary fix for her? Or will that be like, oh, I'm cured, that's it, but I'm Thor now, so fuck the rest? And and if she's going to be carrying the hammer, which hammer she's going to carry? Because we still have the regular hammer that I think Captain held, or he has it put away somewhere. And then you have Thor's huge freaking axe hammer, which is going to belong to, Billy Ray, right?
Oh, folks. Okay. The article that we saw this on showed Natalie Portman in the foreground of some of Jason Aaron's, some of the artwork from Jason Aaron's run on Mighty Thor, and we were discussing the characters that we saw there, and we saw that Hercules is off on the left, He was speculating, oh my God, is Hercules going to be in here? Might as well. They have an Asgardian god. Why not throw in a Greek god? And right under it, I pointed out that someone was there, and he's like, oh yeah, that's Bill Ray.
Yeah.
He's talking about Beta Ray Bill.
Yeah, Bill Ray.
Okay, Billy Ray had a really good song in the 1990s. This is Beta Ray Bill.
I don't care.
Respect
He's gonna be
the horse.
Oh man, I'm gonna call him Bill Ray. What up, Bill Ray? That's how I'm gonna treat him.
He's gonna throw a hammer at you. That's all I'm saying. Actually, he's not gonna throw a hammer at you because in the comic books, he's the one that wields Stormbreaker.
Oh God. Wait a minute.
So he's gonna throw an axe at you.
Oh shit, Willie. Think about it. You just said it right now. He's gonna be. He's gonna be. He's gonna be. He's gonna have Stormbreaker, and so now I'm thinking about it. Okay, so if he gets Stormbreaker, that's if he's in the movie. So who's gonna hold the power of Thor with the hammer? I mean, because right now Natalie's the one who's gonna have it because reasons.
Hold your horses.
Yes. Well, I can't hold Billy Ray, so that's your problem.
In the comic books, and I have to reference the comic books, even though Kevin Feige has been known to loosely refer to the books, very loosely. In the books, there was a story arc called Original Sin, during which Thor lost his ability to wield Mjolnir because he considered himself unworthy.
Okay.
And yes, in the comic books, Jane Foster has cancer and she is dying, but through whatever series of events, she ends up grabbing Mjolnir and becomes Thor. To answer your question, while she's Thor, she has no cancer. But when she comes back, she has it.
Okay. But you see, that's the part where I was like, wait a minute. Because if he has oh God, what was the other hammer name again? I just totally went blank. Stormbreaker. Because if you think about it, he has Stormbreaker. He doesn't really need the hammer. So he's like, oh, here, just have it. But then now I'm thinking about it. What happened if Beta Ray comes back then? Or he is around. He just takes the hammer.
He hasn't been established. Well, he was sort of kind of established because in Ragnarok, you see him as one of the champions that are immortalized. Remember this?
I'm sorry, go ahead.
That in Ragnarok, Thor 3.
Yeah, they have the idolized.
They have the whole statue of the hero of the what do you call them? The champions.
Yes.
And Beta Ray Bill's one of them.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, but I don't know. We'll see how they do it here. As far as her holding Mjolnir, in the comics, she's not the first person to wield it.
Well, it's true because we have Cap that he actually held it.
Well, in the comic books, we have Cap, we have Beta Ray Bill. That's how he ended up getting his own. Loki carried it once. Black Panther carried it once. Storm carried it. Vision carried it. I'm saying it's not an exclusive group.
No. But you have to be worthy of it at least.
They have to be worthy in order to carry it. All those people were found worthy. We know about Cap. But there you go.
Yeah. But
there was that one time that Loki gave one to Deadpool.
Oh, as a joke, I'm guessing.
A copy of it, yeah, just to piss Thor off.
Of course.
Because every storyline that involves someone getting mad, Deadpool has to be involved in.
I can't wait till they establish Deadpool in the MCU. Just letting you know.
Oh, I want you to know, I still want a scene where Deadpool and Spider-Man, Tom Holland Spider-Man, are best friends, and Deadpool talks to Tom Holland Spider-Man, tells him how much of an asshole Andrew Garfield Spider-Man was. And
how much of an emo is, Tobey Maguire.
And oh my God, yeah, Tobey Maguire Spider-Man's emo phase.
Yes.
I need to see that in my life.
Yes.
I also need to see, I don't care if they do it as a multiverse thing, where Captain America is going into battle with the original. I forgot the name of the group. My brain is not working very well.
No. Your brain is pudding right about now.
what is the name of the Howling Commandos? I
Oh,
want to see Captain America and the Howling Commandos go into battle, and Logan is one of them.
that'd be freaking
And
that'd be amazing.
I want Logan and Dum Dum Dugan to be best friends.
I'm telling you, they're gonna bring it up somehow, like the way they just established in Iron Man 2 that what's his name? Oh man, you see, you're talking about brain mushing. I'm all there already. This kid that they say that he was Spider, the kid that plays Spider.
Oh yeah,
They say that was a little boy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I was like,
I mean,
okay, I could take that. It sounds believable.
Whatever, I'll take it. I'll take all of it.
Yeah.
But just give me Deadpool and Spider-Man having a sandwich or something and talking shit about Andrew Garfield Spider-Man.
Hell yeah, dude. And you know what, man? Let's talk about and forget about just because. Let's talk about something that's related to freaking Deadpool, and that's Ryan Reynolds in the new Fall Guy teaser, which I want this movie in my life bad. Like, it needs to be here already. I don't care what anybody tells me.
I don't like overhyping things because I like to be the guy who's, wary. I've been lied to before. I want to be the one that doubts everything, that says everything's shit before it comes out because I need to see this movie.
Yeah, I'm dying. Dude, it's going to be awesome. Awesome.
Listen. He is an NPC in a game.
Yes.
Okay? And he decides that he's tired of being the NPC, and so now he is going to be the hero.
Dude.
And it's not just him deciding to do that, it's seeing how it affects the game itself.
Oh my God.
And
it's going to have a total meltdown.
Affected by it.
It's going to be a meltdown. Total shit show.
Imagine if right now you're playing a game and one of the NPCs decide, you know what? Fuck it. I'm not going to get run over. And he throws the car.
Yeah, I'm telling you right now, it's going to be freaking weird. Because
that'll confuse you a bit.
I'll be like, did this game break? Did I just went to like an alternate level? What the hell's going on here? Am I in the new cow level in freaking this game?
Diablo.
Yeah, Diablo,
yes. But no. The moment they show that part where the lady character, I forgot her name, I'm sorry, but she's supposed to be the hero in this game. And he just comes up and is like, kisses her. And then the girl has to sit there and explain to her boyfriend why the character kissed the hero. Talk about fourth wall breaks.
Bro. Talk about mindfuck. Because that's right there, you're going to be like, wait a minute, what? And then you're going to be like, yeah, I understand. And then when you try to explain, you're like, I can't understand. I can't really say anything about this. This is really out of the norm. I can't say nothing about it.
The movie in my eyes actually became a Wreck-It Ralph movie at that moment.
Yes. It should have,
because
like,
now,
off the bat.
Now, and that's going to lead to another discussion that I want to have with you.
Mm-hmm.
But it leads to a thing where he's affecting the game so much that it might break the game.
Oh my God.
And because Taika Waititi plays a character who evidently runs the game and wants to shut the game down because it's acting up. Literally a Wreck-It Ralph story.
Yeah, technically it is.
But now
I'm not the bad guy.
I am bad guy, but that doesn't make me bad guy.
I crush men's heads between thigh like sparrow eggs.
Yes, that.
Freaking awesome.
You seem to really enjoy that line.
It's awesome.
But the question I have to ask is, did they show too much?
That's actually a good question, man. And
because
but to me, if it's not something that we're expecting, like let's say for instance, I want to bring it up as an example, the Spider-Man Homecoming, which we saw the ending in the trailer. That bothered me because that's a movie that we were expecting, and we already know the fact it's a hero-based movie. That you're like, okay, I want to see how this is going to end, how it's going to fight and whatnot. This is more of a video game-ish movie with you kind of expect him to win, but you don't really know how. So it's kind of like a toss-up in the air. Like I know what I saw in this trailer, which I'm showing everybody here right now as we speak. And being that we saw this all together now, I'm not sure what to expect, to be honest. Even though we might have seen a little too much, even to maybe that big fight sequence they have, which we don't know if that's part of the ending or beginning. But still, the journey in that movie, I'm interested in seeing what's going to happen. Because, again, it's not a movie that I'm like, oh, that's who he is in the game. That's who I want to see what happens, type of thing. This is kind of like a totally up in the air movie. We know it's a video game related movie. And we're going to see a non-character do something heroic. Or something out of the norm, if we should say. So, again, I'm kind of like, okay, I can't wait to see what happens, in other words.
Okay. Here's the reason why I'm asking.
Okay.
Had you been left with what you were given in the first trailer?
Okay.
Okay. He's an NPC.
Yes.
So his life is entirely just being an NPC in this game and being happy. One day he wakes up and he's not happy and he decides he wants to be more. Leave it there.
Yeah, you know what?
What would have happened
Okay.
if you would have gone to the theaters and suddenly seen the shit that you saw in the second trailer? Where all of a sudden, what he's doing is capturing the attention of gamers. And he's becoming such a meme that he's being referenced on Jeopardy. And
That's
now it's
amazing.
leading to the people who run the game saying, this thing's fucked up. We're going to have to take it down. Like, did they ruin the movie? Like the surprise of the movie.
I will say they kind of did. If we're gonna go to that extent, but again, it looks like an enjoyable movie that I think even if they showed a little too much, like now they did, which I'm kind of glad if they showed this much, I wanted them to keep it that way. That's it. That second trailer that's it. That's all I want to see, because I have a feeling in the third trailer, like they always do, they're going to show you something that you're like, wait a minute, this is a critical part of the movie, which I think it's going to lead to what I'm thinking or not. And again, there's some parts of that movie that we not even know what we're expecting, to be honest. Were you expecting this to happen, to be honest? Like when you first saw the first trailer?
When I saw the first trailer, I'm just like, okay, an NPC becomes self-aware.
Mm-hmm.
All right. If they would have left it there, I was already interested in seeing the movie.
Yeah.
Had I gone to the movie theater with just that first trailer and seen everything that I saw in the second trailer, my mind would have been blown.
I understand.
Like, holy Jesus, they're going pretty far with this.
Now, here's a part that I think will be interesting if you want to think like me. What if, once we see excuse me, my tongue is everywhere today. Let's say the NPC we're watching, he's doing all his thing, and let's see Ryan Reynolds playing the game himself and be like, bro, what the fuck? Like, the game is busted or something. Like, oh my God. Like, I think this will be like Detective Pikachu all over again for me.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I'm just saying that I think that it's something where I would have been happy. I would not have been upset if they would have kept it the way it was in the first trailer, just string that along a little bit further, maybe give a little bit more, but they practically gave away the entire plot. Now we know that because the NPC went rogue, now the game is going to get shut down.
Yeah. Well,
by the way, one thing I don't know yet if you know about. There's a person in here that's kind of like almost meta.
Really?
Considering that this would be a game he would totally 100% play if it was a real game. Jacksepticeye is in the game.
No fucking way. What?
Fucking way. Jacksepticeye is in the game.
Oh, I missed it. I missed it then because I didn't see him.
No, I didn't see him in the trailer. At least I didn't see him at first. I'm gonna have to go back and check it.
I might.
But if you look at the IMDb cast list,
yeah,
Jacksepticeye is 100% in it.
He might be. Oh, okay. I can't wait to see it. You know what? I'm gonna have to probably check the trailer out.
Might he be a YouTuber playing the game? That's what I'm saying. That would be meta as hell.
That would be awesome, dude. That would be very awesome. Now, if they had the Game Grumps, I would have been uber happier.
I still want them to be my friend.
Yes. Well, hopefully they're listening to our podcast. If they do, I want them to know that we want to be their best friends, high five them, and I don't know, just hang out and play video games because it's a must.
The Game Grumps totally have time to be able to watch a podcast starring nobody me.
Well, yeah.
And
awesome.
yeah, and so are Red Letter Media and Linus and Steve from Gamers
Yes,
Nexus.
they're all gonna watch us. I guarantee you, Willie. They're gonna see us and they're gonna want to be our friends. I hope.
Yeah. Can the Tri Channel watch me? Because I want to hang out with them.
Yeah, it'd be awesome.
I want to hang out. I want to hang out with them.
But you know what? That's gonna happen, and it's gonna happen soon, Willie. Just wait. Just wait and watch.
I'll just say this. I won't hold my breath.
Okay, no problem. Don't hold it. I might hold it for you.
Partly because I'm overweight and I have trouble breathing as it is.
Well, yeah. Well, that because I suffer the same shit as you do, so I understand completely. But
No.
We're gonna hold our breath.
Okay,
on that part.
let me take it back. I'm overweight. I'm sorry. You're overweight.
Yeah.
I'm fat.
I see where you're going. With this.
Oh no.
What?
You're gonna get a bit upset.
What?
Jacksepticeye is not going to be a gamer playing the game.
What is it gonna be?
The voice of Cubert.
Fuck off. What?
I'm not even kidding. He's the voice of Cubert.
I mean, fuck it. It's Jacksepticeye, so I'll still kind of laugh at it. But still, You know what?
PewDiePie? Can we get PewDiePie to be the voice of Donkey Kong? Just saying.
Hello, everybody. This is PewDiePie, and I'm Donkey Kong, or something like that.
I'm just saying. I mean, I don't even care for the guy anymore. But let's just go full meta.
Yeah. Let's go all the way. Why not? At Markiplier in there somewhere as well. Why not?
Yeah. What the hell?
Fuck it. YouTube.
Let's get all the YouTubers that are more popular than us. Which means every single YouTuber.
Yeah, technically. Well, you know what? We could be in there. We could be the man holding the sewer that talks to each other. I mean, why not?
Wait. Technically, that means Keemstar would be there too.
Oof. Drama.
I don't want to see the movie. I don't like drama.
No, nor do I. I'm about to skip it. But gotta go.
Like, you know that on my cable package it's just, I mean, I technically don't watch cable TV, but I have a pretty good cable package.
Okay.
I don't have TNT because TNT knows drama. I don't like drama.
You know what, man? Let's talk about this last part right here. And
this one's interesting.
This one is really interesting, which I can't wait to break this one down with you. And it's Resident Evil movie. Let's do that one more time, guys, shall we?
Yes.
Resident Evil movie reboot is in the works with our favorite characters. Movie is. I can't even speak because the only thing I can say right now is, Mila Jovovich. I can't even never say her last name right. But Mila.
Are you trying to say Mila Jovovich?
Yes, her.
Okay. First of all,
what?
If you're going to talk about her, you're going to refer to her by her real name. Roll the clip.
Lilu Dallas Multipass.
Yes, Multipass.
Yes.
Well, Miss Multipass. She's not going to be in this reboot, so I'm actually very happy about it. But Dayline reports that the Resident Evil reboot is in the works and is going to have our favorite characters within it, which is going to include, I'm going to butcher all these names, so please bear with me, guys. Kaya.
You want me to do it?
Yes, please.
Okay. First of all, Kaya Scodelario.
Wow. Okay.
Is going to be
that right.
Claire Redfield.
Okay.
Robbie Amell is going to be Chris Redfield.
Awesome.
Anna John Kamen is going to be Joe Valentine.
Sweet.
My personal favorite, Tom Hopper is Albert Wesker.
I can't wait for that. That right there is by far awesome right there for me.
Evan Jogia is going to be Leon Kennedy. And the great Neil McDonough. I put great in quotation marks, by the way. Neil Dunham is going to be William Birkin. Neil McDonough was M. Bison in The Legend of Chun Li.
He's not bad. He's not that bad.
Have fun.
He's not that bad. But I think he'll be an interesting character for some apparent reason.
Listen, I'm not upset with the casting. I'm not. I mean, some people may have may take offense to Hannah John Kamen as Joe Valentine for reasons. Please put
True.
a picture of her up so that they can see.
Mm-hmm.
They may have issue with that.
I understand.
But get over it. I mean, my opinion. Get over it. If the movie's done well, it all will be forgiven. I hope.
Yeah. Let's see, man. Look, overall, who knows? This might be an amazing movie, but then again, this is gonna be kind of like, let's see what happens, because you brought it to my attention. And I'm glad you did, because I was already going to be like, oh, this is going to be an amazing movie. Who knows? Yeah. And you said these magical words, Willie, please.
Wait, no, say it properly.
Go ahead.
You said you were excited because they mentioned that the movie was going to be true to the video games.
That's correct. You're
Something
absolutely right.
The original Resident Evil series was not.
Yes, which I was like, oh, man, it's going to be just like the game. And I was all for it, which I'm happy for that, which I'm excited. But you said this. Go ahead.
And I kind of reminded you, they said the same thing about Doom.
And that's where I took the biggest shit in my ass, because I was like, oh my God, you're fucking right. And I had to rephrase my answer and be like, it's going to be interesting to see what happens, because who knows what they're going to do to this movie. And I really, 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 really pray that they make this franchise work out. No, nothing against Multipass, but it got a little weird after part 1. And then again, part 1 wasn't even that hot. It still was an interesting flick. I'm not going to give that much hell about it, but it was an odd movie.
Well, it's Paul W.S. Anderson.
What
do you expect? It's a Paul W.S. Anderson movie.
Ugh.
You know, Mila Jovovich's husband.
Yeah, I know. So, yeah, I understand now. So, total garbage.
No. Let's give it, a fair shake. Just announced the cast.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't seen anything about it. Let's wait till at least the first trailer to call it a complete shit show.
I agree. I totally agree. And guys, with that being said, we would just like to thank you so much for being here with us today on this movie podcast and sticking around to hear all our antics and, shall I say it, shenanigans.
No.
But no. I'm not going to repeat it because we don't want to get pistol whooped by that guy. But I just do want to say thank you guys so much for being here with us and embarking this journey with us. And as always, guys, this segment is brought to you by D2D. Use promo code MIAGeeks10 to save 10% on your next purchase order. That's MIAGEEKS10. Again, the description down below. Copy the promo code, click on the link, paste on the shopping cart, and that's 10% saved right there, guys. And make sure to hit like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification button just to know when we come up with this amazing news, which is 3 times a week. 2 gaming podcasts, 1 movie podcast. And like always, guys, thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you at the movies. Peace.